Last week I said we're going to talk about this 103. We are, but haven't got a lot of footage for it because of how the day turned out, so I'm more going to talk about the location, which was my hometown of Echuca, Moama. Echuca means meeting of the waters in the First Peoples language, or the Yorta Yorta language. You've got the Campaspe River runs in at the west side of Echuca, and you've got the Goulburn River runs in to the Murray at the east side of Echuca. At times when we've had hypoxic blackwater events, the Campaspe in 2010 saved lots of fish, like probably millions, who knows. It had fresh water running down while the river was running black. In 2015, exactly the same thing happened. The Goulburn had good fresh water coming down when the Murray had another blackwater event, the second blackwater event, I think, made it all the way to South Australian border or more. But them two rivers in this area saved a lot of fish. If they weren't there, well, would have cleaned a lot of them out, I guess. I rarely fish around Echuca. It is the closest part of the Murray River to Melbourne, and there's a lot of leisure boat activity around here. Wake boats, big wake boats, like I used to fish here a little bit, but wake boats now carry 15 people. It's almost impossible to fish. It's also known for the southern 80 up here, so we get a lot of, it's just, the Murray here is known for water skiing, not really for fishing. Saying that, the wake boats, because they scare a lot of fishermen away, they take a lot of fishing pressure off of the fish. So basically from Christmas to Easter, it's almost impossible to fish around Echuca without being buzzed by some sort of pleasure craft, wake boat and that sort of thing. And that does deter a lot of fishermen. They end up going below the weir or, up into the narrows and that where there's no wake boat. So that's Echuca, and that's why I don't normally fish this area. So now we had a work social club fishing trip set up. This spot was picked. It was only a couple of k's out of town, at the east of Echuca. A spot I wouldn't normally fish because of the wake boats and that. It was picked in mid-April 2017, and fortunately for us, the weather forecast didn't look good, which would have deterred a lot of, pleasure boats for that weekend, because it was getting late in the month, it's getting cool. Unfortunately for us, it turned out to be a, massive front. What's the saying? 1,020, cods are plenty. Yeah, well, today, on this day, the barometer, the arse fell out of it, it went down to 980 or something like that, like a fair drop, but the fish switched on. Basically in the morning, a few little bites here and there the guys were getting during the comp. I'm trawling, not getting a bump. At probably in the middle of that big front, the fish just I ended up hooking up the first tap I'd had for this morning, 103 centimetres. We went over to the bank, took some photos. And we said, we should get back out there because they often run in pairs, or when they turn on, they're on. The mates that come over and helped me take the photo of the fish, they went out, got buried in the timber 50 metres in front of me, probably 20 minutes after I'd caught that fish. Another mate was bait fishing on the corner of the same bend. He got buried in the timber. So, you know, hard luck stories, but that's what happened. The comp finished at 5, get back to the camp. I think I went back a bit early because I was pretty sure with the fish I just caught, pretty sure I might have won the comp. Went back to camp. One guy at work saying he floated one beside his boat right in front of camp, which was, you know, like probably 500 metres down from where it actually caught the fish. Another couple had a little houseboat there, and off the back of that they had one over a metre come to the back of the houseboat, roll over, spit their hook. Seen it, no reason to not believe them. Just goes to show fish are where you find them. You know, I pushed into this spot for the social club fishing comp. I generally wouldn't have fished there because of the wake baits. Maybe in winter, but there's other spots that I'd normally fish anyway. But so I've just disregarded this spot so close to my home, and potentially there could have been 3 over a metre if everyone hooked up. You know, mine might have been the smallest fish for the comp. I was just lucky he stuck. And 5 minutes from town, where, you know, not where I don't fish, and a lot of fishermen give it a miss because of the wake baits, and that's just going to continue. The wake baits are going to be there forever. There's no way they're going to stop them. And so them fish generally are going to have that sort of protection forever. After this fish came out, you know, a few people seen it, I started getting photos. Oh no, I caught this 112 down there. I caught another guy 123, not in the same spot, but, you know, just right in the middle of town, a couple of them. There was one in the local newspaper, I think it was 127 caught at the port. The guy was fishing for carp with corn and caught a 127 centimetre cod. You know, like, how's that even happen? Rightio, gear used, just the Miller Barra Magnum, or Shimano Raider, designed by Ian Miller Barra Magnum, the first one's made. This one was, I reckon I bought it in 2006 off Trelly, bought the rod and reel combo. And then I bought, in 2007, I bought from Mullins over in Kundrook. I bought exactly the same setup. Absolute workhorse, will not break the bank. The lure that did the damage, number 64 Laser Light, stump jumper. But the only thing I've changed in this is just got 2x 02 trebles, 80-pound split rings, 3x strong. In the video, actually the original treble, the VMC, and the original stumpy split ring did all the damage. But yeah, bought these from Big W in about 2005. Used to get a 3-pack of them, a size 2 and 2 size 1s, for, I don't know, under 20 bucks. So yeah, she's been lucky she never got lost. Most of them I lost in the early days because I didn't know how to get them back. But yeah, hard colour to get that now. Collector's item. But I'm going to keep fishing it. Rightio. Next week I'm going to talk about this 112 centimetre hooked on a coolabung wake snake, just a bit further out the road. If you like the videos, please hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell there so you'll be notified of the next video, which hopefully won't be too far away. And give it a thumbs up if you like. And yeah, share it around if you want to. No worries, thanks for that. See you next time.